I'm Reuters columnist James Saft. The Federal Reserve, surprising no one, carried on as it had been going, announcing that rates would be on hold and it would continue asset purchases as it has in past months. The interesting thing here is a tension within the Fed's statements. On the one hand, it said that global market strains eased, and it's hard to argue with that. But on the other hand, it pointed out that the economy paused due to weather and other things that it said were transitory. Well, first off, in the old days, a pause might call for some action on the part of the Fed, if in fact they had some action they could take. And the other thing to point out is that all things in economic activity are transitory in one way or another. I think essentially the Fed sided with the pause side to keep going because really global market strains have eased because of the Fed themselves. And if they did anything or said anything to lead us to believe that they were going to take their foot off of the gas, those global market strains would come right back with a vengeance. Other interesting thing here is that George from Kansas City dissented again, or dissented for the first time, rather. Her argument was that financial imbalances may be building up and we could get some bleeding in inflation expectations. That's probably not going to have a big sway with the other people in the Fed, but it's significant to me that there is still dissent within the ranks. My expectation is that the Fed is going to continue on like this. My worry is that, as we saw in the past when the Fed was saying subprime was contained, this transitory issue and pausing turns out to be less contained than they believe.